Welcome to Nomax TV, and today's episode we've got the next step in our comprehensive test of the Tractive semi-active suspension system as fitted to my modern classic 911, colloquially known as Little Irish. In the previous episode we tested the system on the road. Today we're taking things up a notch and hitting the track. Okay then, you remember in the last episode I tested the Tractive semi-active suspension kit as fitted to Little Irish on the road, and it really impressed. But as we all know with Porsche 911s, they're just at home and as capable on the racetrack as it is the road. I loved the system as fitted to this on the public road, but I also like track driving. I tend to do a couple of track days a year, and that feeds into my want and need in fitting the Tractive system. Is I wanted it to elevate performance of Little Irish on the track while giving the duality of comfort when on the public road. The first part on the road, as I said, a big tick. The system passed with flying colours. Now, though, it's all about the track. Can the system elevate the performance of a 28-year-old, 175,000 mile Porsche 996? Let's find out. Before I do that though, and in a rare move for Nomax TV, might I add, I've got a really cool product that I want to tell you about because I think it's worth your time. And it's an innovative new product by the guys at Lidliner. As previously mentioned, I get offered the chance to promote a lot of tut on this channel, and I reject most of it except for the stuff I genuinely back. And this Lidliner custom lid protector is one of them. 911s, particularly rear-wheel drive versions, have a massive boot at the front, but we've all been there where we've tried to fit too much into the front, and lo and behold, a sharp object has dented the bonnet from the inside. So I wanted a custom lid protector to protect against indiscrepancies such as this. That's where Lidliner comes in, and the product is genuinely awesome, so much so, I can't believe Porsche hasn't thought of it itself. Each liner is moulded for your specific model of Porsche and clips in quite literally in a matter of seconds. It's so easy to fit, even this can do it. You'll be sent everything you need with your Lidliner kit, including the liner itself, the clips to attach it to the underside of your bonnet, plus new Porsche lifters, if required, to ensure the struts can take the minuscule extra weight from the lid liner. The patented liner is fire retardant, heat, chemical and scratch resistant, and as you can see here, marries up to a nice and neat factory matching finish. Simply clip in the retainer clips, close your frunk and crack on your merry way in life, knowing that your front bonnet is protected from any nasty sharp objects protruding from a packed frunk. Check out the link in the description, and for members of the Driven Not Hidden Collective there's a cheeky discount which we've already shared internally. Before we go anywhere, not for the first time on this channel, Little Irish has a problem. The smell of fuel has been getting worse and worse, like more pronounced, and it's got to the point where yesterday I was in the car and the smell was that bad, I thought, I need to return to base and I can't drive this car anymore. So it needs looking at pretty urgently. At this stage, I would go to Right-Tune, my preferred Porsche specialist. They've looked after Little Irish for the last 6 years, and I trust them dearly. However, Right-Tune's a good 2 hours from me down here in Dorset, and what with the nature of the smell of fuel, I just don't want to risk the 2-hour drive up to Chris and the team. So I'm going to use a feature on the Nomax website, and it's called the Near Me directory. Now, really, this whole feature on gnomeworks.co.uk is designed to help you out. So whether you're on a road trip and you have an issue and you need to get to a Porsche specialist, you can use the map and the directory to get to your nearest specialist. Or you could just bought your first Porsche and you think, well, who's around me for servicing? Or maybe you're fed up with your current specialist and you want to have a look for somebody else to take the car to. The Near Me feature is going to help all of that. Input what you're looking for, as well as your location, adjust your search radius, hit go, and it will bring up everything. And there is all sorts on there from, engine and gearbox rebuild, something as in-depth as that, all the way down to just like a good coffee stop. So the idea is you shouldn't just need to use it when you're in a Mayday situation. It can be used for anything. The whole point is highlighting the excellent businesses that are around you to help you further your Porsche lifestyle. So I'm going to use the Near Me feature to find a suitable business for mine and Little Irish's needs. So here we go then. I'm on the Nineworks website and I'm going to highlight the Near Me page, which you can see right here. And I'm going to go down to my location, which is Dorset. I'm not going to do my search radius just yet. I'm going to see what's around first of all. So here is all of the different services and applications, types of businesses available on the Near Me directory. I'm going to go with servicing because I think that's going to be most likely to help me out. And I'm evidently going to need to adjust my radius because there's nothing coming up. So let's go for 25, within 25 miles. So we're looking around here. 2 fingers to move the map, and I want to go near Blandford, which isn't too far from me, and it brings up Barnsport. So Barnsport are good for servicing, engine rebuilds, hopefully we won't need that, as well as alignment, track prep, MOT testing. Okay then, these seem to be the right people for me. Now, there are different levels on the Near Me feature depending on how much businesses want to work with us. So for example, clicking on this one, as well as the detail of what the business does, which is what we just saw at Barnsport, there's way more information. So pictures to show you around the place. So this is what you can expect to see when you go in there. In this case, they have cars for sale on the Nineworks marketplace. So you might want to have a look at that. And if they are lucky enough to have done some editorial with us, you can go and watch that there. In the meantime, let's have a look and see if we can upgrade Little Irish, shall we? So yeah, look, plenty of extra features on there. It's just up to you as a business how much of it you'd like to show us and enthusiasts. I have a fire extinguisher down there, which I'm hoping to not use. Be great content, wouldn't it, if I did? But yeah, I'm going to limp. It's 10 minutes up the road by the looks of this. So I'm going to limp up to Barnsport. Hopefully they can fix the problem of the smell of fuel in Little Irish. To much relief, the problem was an easy fix. I needed a new charcoal canister. Now you may remember I had a new charcoal canister fitted around 18 months ago, and here's where my penny pinching at the time has come back to bite me in the bum. Chris at Right Tune said at the time I should just get a new one from Porsche, but I didn't want to. So I found a used item on eBay and stuck that in for some pennies, which, as I said, 18 months later, hasn't worked out too well. Lesson learned, a new charcoal canister was fitted and Little Irish has been perfect since. Let's get to the track. The track day started at just past 6 a.m, arriving at Porsche Centre Bournemouth for a much needed coffee, as well as a chance to ogle at some of the cars from the centre while chatting to fellow customers who had also enrolled on the day. Josh from Porsche Bournemouth led a convoy of cars from the centre out to our chosen track at Thruxton, taking in a little bit of dual carriageway, as well as a dash through the countryside. In regards to the Tractive system, as you can see here, damping was in full soft mode, but as I arrived on location at the fastest circuit in the UK, I was ready to dial things up. All I needed to do was change from mode 5 to my predetermined mode 4 on the Tractive system, which puts the damping front and rear in its stiffest setting with pitch and roll reduction also at its maximum. And that's all I needed to do, aside from adjusting tyre pressures, ready for my session out on track. The team at Porsche Bournemouth had put on a fantastic day. So much to see and do, from ogling at the team's Boxster Cup race car being campaigned this season. You could also take out new 992 Carrera S and T-Hybrid GTS models on local roads. For me though, and the majority of Driven Not Hidden collective members, after watching a couple of GT cars set the early pace, the track was where it was at. And I have to say, it was great to see such a vast array of modern Porsche GT metal being used as intended under sunny skies. The pace of the new GT cars is frightening really, but there is a substantial premium to pay for the privilege. And after watching a wide variety of Porsches bang out some laps, it was time for myself and Little Irish to take to the tarmac at Britain's fastest circuit, Thruxton.
We love it.
Now, as is usual on this channel, I always caveat this sort of footage by saying it is what it is. I'm no Walter Roll, and if I'm honest, there's more than a few whiffy lines out there, as I was getting used to a track I'd only driven a couple of times previously, the last being about 4 years ago. It's worth also pointing out, I actually got black flagged after the first session, with Little Irish's Gundo hack threatening to fall foul of Thruxton's noise limits. The answer was to short shift, which to be honest I was more than happy to do, well aware of the persistent lateral loads and G-forces that my wet sumped flat 6 was being subject to. Slightly concerned all day at the concept of oil starvation. It was a very real possibility, and if there was any circuit in the UK where this is likely to be an issue on an M96 wet sumped engine, it's going to be here. Nevertheless, car and driver survived, and it's here where I'm going to give my synopsis while playing the footage in the background, not least because the build quality of the Porsche 996 means that there was considerable wind noise in the cabin, which unfortunately quelled a lot of that raucous noise emanating from the 996's exhaust. So here we go then. Tractive on full hard as it has been all day. It'll be a warm-up lap just to get into it, and then we'll let fly. But I have been so impressed by this system today. I actually forgot to turn it on at first, went round the first corner and the car was like a slinky. Put it to my M4 as I stated on a previous video, which is my track mode. First time I've used it, and it's just been a delight. I'm steering it on the throttle, particularly through some of the back markers that are so fast here at Thruxton. So the car is still behaving like a 911, I'm not losing any of that, which I'm so delighted about. Because that for me is part of the charm of the 911. So, as a first track outing with a Tractive product, sensational. Sensational. The car was definitely flatter through corners while still behaving as a 911 should, making the car nice and predictable, and to be honest, allowed me to keep up and even surpass far superior metal. And this comes back to the value of the system. While at face value it's a lot of money for the kit, for me it's been transformational and allows me to keep on living my Porsche fried egg dream, peddling a car that I love to drive so much, owes me nothing, and, as I said, helps me to keep up with cars 5 times or more the value of it. Track day done, and with the setting popped back into its softest setting for the journey home, I was left to reflect on a fantastic day with the team at Porsche Centre Bournemouth, as well as members of the Driven Not Hidden collective. Next stop for Little Irish is a European tour back to Porsche Platz, where I'll keep on racking up the miles on this glorious little Porsche 996.